I have a meeting, you know, a video conference, whatever meeting that I'm going to have over at ACI. So ACI down there has some meeting rooms. So I have reserved a room there. So I'm going to get down there a little bit early, have my meeting in the FBO, pick up my boss who's flying in from Oakland. I don't know if he's still here watching. Yeah, looks like it. Either make him walk over to ACI, or after my meeting, which should end at 10:30, go pick him up at the terminal, and then we'll drive over to the plane. we'll drive over to the plane through the gate, which is right here. So the gate to get onto the at least to the west side is right here. I guess we could probably go on east side gate, which is down there, and then go pick up the plane. We'll probably take one of the pink planes if they're available, and then we've got a meeting in Santa Monica, like it's actually in Venice, but it's 3 miles from the Santa Monica airport. So I'm gonna pick him up off of out of the terminal. You're gonna make, well, yeah, I'll have to wrap up my meeting with I don't even know who it's with. Regal Cinemas, that's who it is. Regal Cinemas. So, you know, depends on how much their budget is. I might make you hitchhike. I'm excited because it's the first time to have a like a solid mission that's beyond airplanes, like a non-aviation mission.
Yeah, like pick up my clearance to Palomar on initial contact. You have information Sierra. 056 Quebec is clear to the Palomar Airport.
Okay. Sierra it is.
On departure, fly.
So I'm extremely excited.
340.
That's even lower down than how excited I am to fly with Pilot Wiley.
Departure frequency.
So that'll be pretty cool.
Squawk 1727.
Hopefully he's excited to do the special flight rules for the first time.
Vanza 6056 Quebec is cleared to Palomar Airport after departure. Turn right heading 340. Radar vector to the ocean side. VOR direct. 3,000, 4,000 in 5 minutes. 119.6, 1727.
It's a very good mission. The $100 hamburgers are a great mission phase, but it is the best mission, but it's not. It's a mission that's different. Sierra. John clearance, good evening. Cherokee 83364. Information Sierra. Flight following to Santa Monica via special flight rules. So 220 at or below 2,400. Departures on 28.1. Squawk something.
Check 83364, John Wayne clearance. The Mesa departure work for you to start off?
Mesa will be great. Cherokee 83364.
Check 83364.
Love you, Ryan.
Flighting 220, maintain VFR at or below 2,400 until advised. Departure frequency 128.1 and squawk 4052.
4052. On departure to right turn 220 at or below 2,400. Departures on 28.1, squawking 4052. Cherokee 83364.
Cherokee 83364, you are correct.
So 4052. There's that. Departure is a right turn 220, so we got that dialed up. 120, does that match? That matches. That looks good. Okay, so let's go over to ground 20.8. Ground is there, 20.8. Cool. Jump my ground, Cherokee 83364. Clay Lacey with Sierra Taxi Tower run up.
Cherokee 83364. Try jumping ground 132.25.
Burbank clearance, Flight Sierra 122 Papa Tango. Request flight following to Fullerton, 3,500.
I've never, they don't ever use this.
Whiskey.
Lancer 122 Papa Tango, Burbank, clearance on departure, proceed on course to southeast, maintain VFR at or below 2,500 until advised. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 4336.
Immersion ruined. It's all ruined.
On departure, continue on course at southeast bound VFR up to 2,500 feet, 134.2, squawk 4336 to Papa Tango.
Lancer 2 Papa Tango, read back correct.
Gillespie ground, Kansas 6056, Quebec, Charlie 3 Charlie for a taxi with Alpha.
And 6056 Quebec, Gillespie ground, runway 27 right, taxi via Charlie.
27 right by Charlie, 56 Quebec.
John Ground, Cherokee 83364. Information Sierra Clay Lacey, taxi tower run up.
Cherokee 83364, John Wayne ground, taxi tower run up via Bravo.
Tower run up via Bravo, Cherokee 83364. They also don't actually ever use this frequency.
That'd be something to let ops know. It's not going to help me, Bill.
I know. I'm just letting you know. All right. This is going to be a really short run-up because we've already done a run-up. Dude, they gotta
runway 02
they gotta
left,
figure out how to get rid of
right.
these freaking taxiway lights in the middle of the runway. It's the absolute worst. Okay, let's do control check. Good,
Gillespie
good.
Tower,
good,
Bonanza 6056,
good.
Quebec, holding short 27 right, Charlie 3, IFR.
Band 6056 Quebec, Gillespie Tower, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
That view.
27 right, clear for takeoff, 56 Quebec.
Good, good, good.
Burbank ground, Lancer 122 Papa Tango,
Good.
located between the runway 26 and 33 at the administration building, ready for taxi.
Pretty solid run up right there.
Whiskey.
That's your 122 Papa Tango, Burbank ground, runway 8, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 15 at Charlie.
Runway 8 via Charlie, cross 15 at Charlie, 2 Papa Tango.
John Ground, Cherokee 83364. Continue.
Check 83364, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Cherokee 83364. Okay, good. Good. I was thinking about the actual thinking about this flight, and other than descending into Santa Monica, which I've only done once, this is one of the flights that I've done the most. Depart John Wayne and special flight rules. God, how many freaking flights have I done that? It's just absolute autopilot. Navigationally, on top of communication wise, it's so much fun. But to actually do this in a with a proper mission, with an actual reason to do this, other than just to do it, is really cool. And obviously the reason to do it is not, taking an airplane isn't the only option that we have, so it's not technically for one purpose, but it is for a purpose other than flying, which is super fun. And it's a good flight. It's a really fun flight to do. I never get tired of flying over LAX. It's a cool, very unique procedure. Flying through a Bravo, flying through Bravo airspace in general is rare, but doing it without clearance is even more rare. If that's a thing. That's not a thing. More rare is not a thing. Johnny Tower, hello. Cherokee 83364, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
Check 83364, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, the wind's 1705.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right at Kilo, Cherokee 83364. Lights, fuel, camera, action, cleared left, cleared right, We're looking good. Ah, we're looking good.
Approaching runway 20 right.
But this descent into Santa Monica
Entered
is
runway 20 right.
freaking hilarious.
5,300 feet remaining.
Look at that thing. She rolling, she rolling, she rolling. Her rotation speed is fine.
And there we go.
Burbank Tower, Lancer 122 Papa Tango, runway 8, ready for takeoff.
Lancer 122 Papa Tango, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8, clear for takeoff, 2 Papa Tango.
And we're up. Yeah, so going back to that ground frequency thing, well, we're going to get passed off here in a second. I'll probably wait until after we
Cherokee
check in.
3364, radar contact, say altitude.
Climbing through 500 Cherokee 83364.
Cherokee 364, thanks. Contact SoCal departure 128.1.
28-1 Cherokee 364, see ya. SoCal departure, good evening, Cherokee 83364, 900 climbing restricted.
83364, SoCal departure, resume navigation, cancel altitude restriction.
ONAV and altitude, Cherokee 83364. Okay, so 110.8 is Santa Monica VOR, so we got that in there. It's going to come alive, and we want to be on the 132 radial.
Heavy cut Las Vegas approach 135.0.
So let's do
35 flat, Walker 169.
132. Walker 169. 132 right there. There we go. Let's see.
Las Vegas approach Walker 169 heavy 900,000 with Quebec field in sight. Walker 169 heavy Las Vegas approach clear visual approach runway 26 left. Clear visual 26 left Walker 169 heavy. Be advised coming in from the west below 1,000 moderate turbulence.
SoCal, Lancer 122 Papa Tango 1,700 climbing 2,500.
Okay. Anyway. So John Wayne doesn't use that 3225 frequency or whatever. I think that's what it was. It's listed on the documentation for the airport as the ground frequency for the west side, in like published on all the documentations. So if you're brand new coming into John Wayne and you pull off the runway, well, I guess you really can't do that, could you? If you were taking off from John, it would have to be takeoff. So you're on the west side, you're taking off from John Wayne for the first time. Again, clearance tells you the frequency. I am actually talking myself out of this. There is no way to go to 3225.
Walker 169 heavy reports established on final approach course inbound.
Right, so you call clearance. Ground is on 20.8. 20.8 for taxi. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I guess there's no way to accidentally do that. They tell you every time. So if you're clearing the runway, you're on with tower. Tower will tell you what frequency to go to. And then if you're going to clearance and you're on the west side, clearance will tell you. So yeah, never mind. I was going to say, technically speaking, if you were to look up the frequency, it says, you know, they have them split east and west, but they actually only use 20.8. So never mind. I completely. That's the wrong freaking frequency. That's why it looked weird. 132. There we go. That's more better. Okay. Yeah, this is such a quick flight, but super fun. And that is really pretty. Oh, that is really pretty. Yeah, I don't actually have the tack up, like the transition plate. I'm just going off of memory. That didn't look right. I had it on 2-1 or 2-2-3 when it should have been 1-2-3.
Return left heading 270, maintain 3,600 until established on local altitude house runway 24 approach.
Or 132. 132.
Heading 270, 3,000 till 3,600 till established, cleared approach. 56 Quebec.
Blowing through altitudes, blowing through altitudes. So has anyone here not seen the special flight rules transition, or like not seen it be done? I feel like it's been pretty well covered.
Mark 169 Heavy, connect Las Vegas Tower 119.9er.
If we're just turning on to the final now, 119.9er, Walker 169 Heavy.
Then at 462, connect LA Center 133.2.
So pretty. Look at that.
562 LA Center, the Daggett altimeter is 3011.
Yeah, if we had like some inversion layer, it would look just absolutely perfect. If they could recreate that somehow.
Tower 18.6, good night, 56 Quebec.
Two Papa Tango, connect folded tower 119.1.
119.1, 2 Papa Tango.
Should probably bring up the saved somewhere, like super quick.
Walker trading, connect Las Vegas approach 125.9er.
My documents, there we go. Here we go. And here it is, okay. Coaster route.
Las Vegas approach, hello, her 380, 14-4, descending channel 1, we have connect with visual 26 left.
Same route.
Walker 380, Las Vegas approach, Las Vegas altimeter 3012 at pre-note. Intercept runway 26 left, localizer track inbound, expect visual.
Why did I just completely butcher that?
Pre-note intercept 26 left, localizer, and we'll expect visual. Walker 380.
Oh, there it is, okay. That was weird. So here is the actual transition as it's written out. So we've got 110.8, we got the 132 radial, we've got 4,500 feet. We really just need to be within the Pacific Ocean and
broken
405. So it's super easy. There's our radial. Turn on to the radial and make our appropriate radio calls. Scott, I hope you're paying attention. SoCal approach, Cherokee 83364. We will cancel flight following.
Cherokee 83364, register service terminus, squawk VFR, fixed change approved.
We'll talk to you later, Cherokee 364. Burr, burr, burr. 1, 2, 0, 1. 1. And now 28.55. Done. Also, before we get going too much, we're gonna do Santa Monica is IFR at the moment, so that's cool. Let's see, 1915, so 1915 is our ATIS, and we actually don't need that because we like it's
Foxtrot 0251 Zulu.
So there's Foxtrot. Like we have Foxtrot, but we actually have Zulu because our weather is not updating, so that's great. Tower is 20.1, so that's easy. 20.1. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound over Long Beach Harbor. Special flight rules. You just basically, at this point, like once you're on the radial, Florida Man, 888, welcome, thank you very much. You just basically point it at the departure end of Santa Monica. Like once you're on the radial, you just go visual anyway. You don't really have to worry about being on that radial, and as long as we're in between the coast and 405, we're fine. So don't really have to worry about that either. From a legality standpoint, we are at the correct altitude, we have the right beacon code, so everything is fine from that perspective. So we're just going to, I usually will fly the radial anyway, just because it's just as easy to fly it as it is to not fly it. So I just choose to do that. There are some times when you come in from the east, you can kind of like hook around, cut the corner, which helps. Or if you're coming in from like Malibu, if you don't want to go all the way over to Santa Monica to start that radial, you can just kind of like basically hug the coast and then go over the refinery, which is a call out that you'll hear a lot. But the ones that I use are pretty much the like kind of by the book ones, I guess. Two of which are not really on anywhere in a book, but they're the ones that are used most frequently. So we got the Long Beach Harbor one, so we got that one out of the way. When I can, I will try to give an approaching radio call instead of an at radio call, just to allow some time for anyone that's looking out for me the ability to do that before I've already passed where I said I was. So here, for a beam Torrance, I can make that call now, even though I'm not really a beam Torrance yet. You know, it's not off my wing, but we're approaching that. So special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound, approaching Torrance. Special flight rules. Approaching a beam Torrance sounds a little bit goofy, but then the next one, if you can see, I guess we could just pop out here and look at it. So there's actually the 405 Hawthorne interchange, which is right off our nose right there. That is the next location. And you can see we're still tracking on the radial, but I'm a little bit off from that. We're gonna fly just a little bit to the left of that Hawthorne 405 interchange there. But once I get closer to that, I will make that call. Is that to avoid the Bravo? Which part, Jay? Because we're about to go into the Bravo. Here, this is actually a pretty good view. So I'm just flying kind of visually right now. I'm not like, there's no airways or, you know, any, like there's no GPS or anything. But you can see where the plane is. We're following right on these red arrows, which denotes the transition. So just by having done this a million times, looking out the window, I know exactly where this transition is, and I can follow pretty much right on it by just looking out the window. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound, approaching Hawthorne 405 interchange, special flight rules. So we've got Long Beach Harbor, Abeam Torrance, Hawthorne 405 interchange, and then the next one is Imperial Highway, which turns into the 105, which runs right along Hawthorne. So Hawthorne Airport, not to be confused with Hawthorne, the street. So that freeway that you see kind of running right there, that's the 105, which then turns, God dang it, which then turns into Imperial Highway, which runs parallel to the south side of LAX. So that's our next call out. Oops. Four flight is good. Speaking of GOAT, Pilot Wiley. And then it's so pretty flying along here. It gives you such an incredible view of the LA basin. You just get the whole thing just all right there, all the way down to Banning Pass, San Bernardino, El Cajon, Pomona, Laverne, LA. You got all of Orange County. You've got the valley right there. Just freaking awesome. It's so cool. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound, approaching Imperial Highway. Special flight rules. So I'm not over Imperial Highway. I am, you know, less than a mile. Or I guess I'm a couple miles. Yeah, a couple miles from Imperial Highway. So, I mean, that's going to take 60 seconds. So if someone's looking around and can't find me, you know, I'm not already over the North Complex before they see me. So it just, at least that's how I do it. I guess there's not really a way to do it, but that just adds a little bit of a buffer before, you know, whatever. So usually you'd make a call all the way up to the Santa Monica VOR. That's like where it ends. But because I'm landing at Santa Monica, I want to give myself a little bit of time to call up Santa Monica. And because we're now in the Bravo, and we're now in the actual transition itself. This is where the actual transition is. That looks so badass. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound over the North LAX complex. Special flight rules. And if there was anybody else on this frequency, you know, it's pretty conversational. So I would say, hey, we're gonna be descending into Santa Monica. You know, we let them know that. That's so freaking cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome being able to fly over LAX like that. And coming back, we're gonna be even lower on the way back, which is pretty cool. Special flight rules traffic, Cherokee 83364, 4500 northbound over Bologna Creek, descending into Santa Monica. Last call, special flight rules. So I would give one more call to Santa before we hit Santa Monica VOR, but because we're going to be descending into Santa Monica, I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to make that call and descent. So
Fox 380 Las Vegas Tower, wind 2004, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, cleared land, Walker 380.
Didn't even put this into...
Destination.
Okay. Santa Monica Tower, hello, Cherokee 83364, 4500, just off of the special flight rules, information Zulu, landing full stop.
Cherokee 83364, Santa Monica Tower, overfly the field on a right down, runway 21, report midfield.
Overfly the fields, right downwind for 21, we'll call you midfield, Cherokee 83364. We might need an extended downwind to get down as well.
That's approved, no worries.
So, gear down, power idle, full flaps.
Santa Barbara ground, Skyhawk 522 Whiskey Lima at the transient parking. We're ready to taxi with information India.
look at this. Look at this arrow drop like a brick.
15 left via Charlie 522 Whiskey Lima.
This is the best part about this flight coming into Santa Monica is just dive bomb.
Golden Eagle 421 Alpha Sierra, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal, no.
So now we're overflying the field. And they're so used to this that they'll give you the extended downwind. It's like, hey, you've got the space. Let us know what you need. So you can go all the way out to like Century City, if you need to. But we'll probably just go past 4 or 5.
We're clear to Alpha 5 C gates.
Walk 380, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 5, and this contact ground 1.
This is awesome. Just like full gear down, full flaps, power idle.
Cherokee 83364, runway 21, clear to land.
Clear to land 21, Cherokee 83364. Yeah, I think because this is an Aero and it's heavier and like just not as floaty as the Cherokee is. Like I go full slip. So there's full rudder right there. That's a full, there's full slip. That's too much. Yeah, you basically just have to slip it all the way down. Look at
Las Vegas ground, Walker 380, we're clear 26 right. We're going to park straight ahead.
Walker 380, taxi, Charlie Gate,
500.
We'll see him.
Level 5, and we'll see you soon, buddy.
That is
Walker
beautiful.
380.
Short final runway 21.
Add a little bit of power. Almost timed it perfectly. I'm like way out of trim. That's why it's like I was still trimmed for cruise. Trim, 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 trim. There it is. Like a glove. That's pretty much it. It really... This flight, I love this flight in the simulator as well because it does a good job of utilizing kind of everything that's cool about flying on PilotEdge in the sim. Let's see, Santa Monica Tower, Cherokee 83364, clear. 21 at Bravo 3, we're parked at transient.
Cherokee 83364, next park on via Bravo and range this frequency.
Transient via Bravo, we'll stay with you, Cherokee 83364.
Santa Barbara Towers, 522 Whiskey Lima, holding short runway.
But it's
left, ready for
you know, you're doing you got a bunch of different parts. You're leaving a busy Charlie. You've got you know, specific departure. You've got flight following. You've got busy airspace. You've got this cool CTAF Bravo transition weird thing over one of the busiest, biggest airports in the world. And then you've got this like tactical slam dunk into a gorgeous airport in the heart of LA. And it's pretty cool. And even in the simulator, it's quick. It's a quick flight. You're doing a lot of stuff. You're managing a lot of things communication wise. So even though you're not necessarily talking to ATC for the entire time, it's still like this involved flight that is really satisfying when you nail it. And the like coordinating kind of a weird approach, I guess you could say, from a delta, like, hey, we're 4,500 feet above you, like we're coming in. And, you know, just to like have that play, it's like a game. I mean, it's like you're able to play around with the airplane that normally you wouldn't be able to do because you're trying to, you know, manage traffic or proper descent. Like you have to be at that point. Sure, you can fly out or circle or do whatever in order to get down at a more gradual rate. But how many of us have wanted to like try that? Like, it's just a cool thing to try. I'm 4,500 feet above the airport, directly over it. Get down there, and it's not even like you don't have to, but it's kind of a good thing to know how to do. Like if you have an emergency and you need to get down, how are you going to do that? And it's, you know, something that you can do at an untowered field pretty easily. But let's say you've got the extra safety, I guess you could say, of having
522 Whiskey Lima, verify
having the tower kind of help you with traffic and that descent and everything. So you're 4,500 feet above the airport. Let's get down there as quickly as we can, and be safe about it. Keep in mind VNE, keep in mind traffic, and, you know, have enough energy. Can you get down? Can you land without touching the power, basically? It's pretty cool, and it's just pretty all the way down, and the whole thing is just, it's awesome. It's super cool. So I am happy to continue to share how I do that and the experience of it, and I am really excited to show it to my boss, which will be fun. It'll be fun to fly together and do something kind of cool.